We be live! Hello, everybody. I'm here with Anna, Rivka, Elliot, or Secular Rarity, and myself. And we have a whole bunch of videos for us to check. You guys have been asking for these. So, hi, guys, by the way. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi everyone!
Great. Oh, look, D is in the live chat. Atheist Martyr is in the live chat. Atheist Damien is in the live chat. Oh, our favorite Palestinian, Zaid in Jordan, is in the live chat. The Muslim apologist is in the live chat. So, hi, guys. Oh, yeah, people are showing up. People are coming in. Great, great. So, I got sent these videos. So, this is a trend that Anna started initially when we go and show you a whole bunch of people who other people expect to say something by say something else. And Rivka has been continuing that trend by sending me these videos for us to watch. And guys, there's a lot of them. Like, we are just showing you some of the best ones, but these are not the only ones that are out there, but these are the best ones to show just to highlight you something that you don't see in other places. I mean, not that much as these. A lot of people, judging by how surprised people are in the live chat and in the comment section, and how happy people get that they see this, I think this is not being shown enough. So we're trying to just add a little bit to that to give people some extra context and knowledge about how the opinions are a little bit more varied than. What do you think, Rivka and Elliot? Let's start with Rivka because she sent me with these videos that we're going to review.
I think it's really important to people see a plurality of opinions. Unfortunately, I think they are making assumptions about what everybody thinks, particularly in the
Right.
Arab world. Some of it comes from the disguised bigotry of cultural relativism, in my opinion. But I think that it helps for people to understand that this is not a bumper sticker, solution situation, that it's complex. People have a lot of opinions on it, and not all of them are what you think they are, especially people in the West who don't live in the Middle East or the North African region, so they may not have any actual idea about the plurality of opinion.
Yeah. And I think it's good too, because a lot of people think that they make this like a Jew versus Arab thing, and that mentality and that way of looking at it makes it very difficult to achieve any form of, a peace. But just encouraging this animosity between them, I think, if you have that view. But if you see that people could think differently, I think it encourages people to see that it's not just that you get more informed and you have more nuanced opinions. I think it's also encourages hope, because you show what is possible. You show that people could step out of what they're being told to believe in and think differently. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
Good point.
right.
I also want
Go on,
to add
Anna.
that many times these Muslims they live in a place where they can't openly say that they are not anti-Jewish or anti-Zionist, or so a lot of times they even put their lives at risk and go against what is the norm in their community. And I think it's important to highlight that, because they are giving up a lot when they say these kinds of things.
Right. All right. So,
Excellent point,
go.
Anna. Excellent. I was just going to say that's an excellent point, that especially if you live in the West, where you're used to being able to be free to say whatever without repercussions, these people are very brave, and it's important that we acknowledge that and show them so that their voice is getting out there.
I agree with both of you. And, you both took a very serious route, and I'm always, kind of silly. And I said backstage, and I just want to say here to all the viewers, we're sorry, because this is going to be an incredibly short stream. I have been led to believe that these people don't exist, that there are no Arabs that support Israel. I have been told by very educated, college educated individuals that these folks do not exist. So the stream is probably done already. Oh wait, we've got videos. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll watch them. Okay, we'll see.
Sorry.
All right. Well, let's start with a video of some people who, by the way, I don't think like Arab, Jew, ethnicity, Persian, Kurdish. I don't think it makes any sense anyway. But so it's not when I say somebody's an Arab or Jewish, is I'm just talking about people who are labeled as Arabs. I don't think it's a very scientific way of dividing people.
I mean,
But but I'm just going to use these terms anyway because that's how the world works right now. Hopefully one day it'll stop working like that. Anyway, so let's go with this one. This is a video saying Arab peace activists speak after watching 47 minutes of Hamas's massacre on Israelis. So let's see what they have to say. I'm assuming they're going to enjoy and celebrate it. Like, this is what I think. They're going to be like, oh my God, these are amazing warriors or stuff. Like, let's see what they are saying. Let's see what they say. So this starts with this woman.
I was shocked.
Oh, it's good. It's English, so I don't have to read the I thought I had to read the subtitles. By the way, guys, so a lot of you complain, why do I read the subtitles when you can read the subtitles? It's because this is also released in podcast format. And even when some people are watching YouTube, they put their phone away and they do other things. So that's why I read them. But this is in English, so I don't have to read it.
I was shocked. I couldn't breathe most of the video that we watched. I cried most of it.
Seeing it in such a compilation was really, really hard to conceive. Why would anybody have the will to do this to unarmed civilians?
Oh, so I have to read this. On December 1st, 2023, two Arab peace activists watched 47 minutes of the footage from Hamas's October 7th massacre against Israeli civilians. Okay, and then it says, this is their response.
My name is Fatima Al-Harbi. I'm from Bahrain.
My name is Rawan Osman. I'm half Syrian, half Lebanese.
I thought I saw enough on social media, the footage that's been all over social media about the 7th of October, but it wasn't enough. There were more horrific acts and barbaric acts towards civilians, people sleeping in their beds. We saw them wearing their pajamas. People were sleeping and they got killed just because they're Israelis.
So far, as a Syrian, I thought the worst I've seen in my life is what ISIS has done in Iraq and Syria. I have never imagined saying I've seen something worse.
Yeah, so this was a short video. I think there's more of it somewhere else, so you could go watch that. But what do you guys think about this?
it's intense, and it's frustrating that even after individuals like these two, individuals like the dozen and a half journalists that also watch these videos, it's frustrating that there are people out there who are still pushing a narrative that is so demonstrably false, right? Like, these attacks didn't happen, or some people have even made the absurd conspiracy that this was the IDF themselves. Like, it's deeply, deeply frustrating that there are still people out there that feel that way, but it's really, really good, I think, to see this side of it, to see Arab individuals standing up and being like, holy crap, I watched this and was in tears the whole time. It's good that we're seeing this, but it's frustrating that we're seeing the other side of it. So
right. So here's somebody in the live chat trying to deny these people's voices, saying Israel has a history of paying influencers and hiring actors. So even right now in real time, you're saying that opinions of Arabs who are not speaking the agreed upon narrative is trying to be dismissed. Go on, Rivka.
These kind of comments are just a continuation of anti-Semitic tropes that Israel or Jews are controlling things. They pay people with their money to say what they want them to say because they're controlling the world. And it's just, it's nothing new is all I'm trying to say. So this person is
Right.
thinking they know something that's been going on for, hundreds of years.
Yeah, go on, Anna.
I want to say that it kind of resembles Holocaust denial, what is happening right now. That a lot of people say that it never happened, or that it was Israeli army, or that it happened in or that Hamas didn't do it and it was just a bunch of vigilantes from Gaza, or that Israelis they or it is a legitimate action because of Israeli occupation. And I mean, I see what is happening right now as a direct continuation to this trend, that whatever an Israeli is saying is just immediately perceived as a lie. Immediately, no matter the evidences, no matter the videos. Like I had a friend, an Arab friend, that I sent him the videos and images, and he said like, well, maybe it's Photoshop, maybe it's not real. Even when we have the evidence, even when we have here Arabs who have seen it, still it is getting dismissed.
Go on, Rivka.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. Someone, I don't remember who it was on here, but made the comment about it being, Douglas Murray called it Shoah denial in real time. And it's true. It's also interesting that a lot of the narrative is constantly being inverted on the denier side, the anti-Semite side, the conspiracy theory side, whatever side you want to call it. That I just recently saw someone tweeting about, all the footage that the Palestinians have of Israeli civilians or Israeli soldiers killing civilians. And I'm like, wait a minute. So now this footage didn't happen to the Israelis, it happened to someone else. It's this constant inversion, adaptation of anything that happens to make it, denying it, to make it Israel's fault. It's really frustrating because it's hard, no matter what facts you show. People just say, well, it's photoshopped,
Right.
or they lied, or they're being paid to say this. So this just shows you the nature of how this argument is constantly being twisted and flipped. It can be, anti-Semitism can be anything anybody wants it to be.
Okay, so let's go on.
Can I
Elliot,
real
but
quick?
really quick, because we need to go to
super duper short, because that's how long it took for me to Google this. So while you guys were talking, because of our wonderful chatter in the comments who was like, oh, these people might be fake, they might just be actors, I was like, gosh, I wonder if we could find any information on them. I wonder how hard that is. Funny enough, it's incredibly easy, because that person on screen is actually the vice chairman of an institute called Sharaka. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, meaning partnership in Arabic, that was created in 2020 following the historic signing of the Abraham Accords, that is specifically includes Israelis, Arabs, Jews, Muslims, Christian, and Druze from around the Middle East working together in partnership. So like, if these are actors, this had to be like a 3-year plan, you guys. That Israel
They're
is
playing
like
the long game.
Like, seriously, this is a really also just to highlight what both of you guys were saying about how the anti-Semitism is rife. When you go look this institute up, there are 2 websites that come up right at the top. The first one is their home website that talks about, now I don't know about this organization, but from what it sounds like they're doing, it sounds like really great stuff. Okay. The other website is a website that starts off with this. I'm not even kidding. This is the second result. Starts off with, the Zionist regime is in dire need of forming socio-cultural relations with other countries in the region as part of its larger outside-in strategy seeking to stifle the Palestinian cause by breaking external Arab regional support for it. And then goes on to just have a massive amount of hatred talking about this institute, which again, is named after the Arabic word for peace. Just wanted to highlight those two sides of it and just be like, yeah, okay, you know, if you really didn't think the anti-Semitism was all through it, there it is. The second result is that website that somebody has created just to slander this peace organization. Again, just it's weird.
Just also want to quickly highlight Abbas Abdul Noor in the live chat, who's from Egypt and is supporting Israel. But Abbas, you're a paid actor apparently as well.
Yeah, probably.
So, probably, yes. Let's go to the second video. All right, so this is Arabs who are Israelis. So Arabs who live in Israel as Israelis, Israel citizens. Let's see what they have to say. So somebody's asking him, do you live under occupation?
Do you live under occupation?
Actually, I don't think so. We live in Israel, like Arab and Jews together.
So this man is saying, no, what occupation are you talking about? I'm a citizen like everyone else here. So this other Arab man is saying, I prefer Israel's sovereignty. We have a good life here. We live well. We eat well.
The place where I
All right, this one is English. I don't know why I paused it.
the place where I live.
Hey, where do you live? Like what area? The Negev?
Yeah, the Negev.
Okay, and you're Bedouin?
Yeah, I'm a Bedouin.
So this man is saying, let me explain something. In this country, we receive money if your spouse passes away. The health department pays you if you go through an accident. In a Palestinian state, you don't get these things. This state is very good. Let Israel be for infinity. So these are Arabs who are saying let Israel be for infinity. But go on.
It's almost like, and this is guys, stop me if I go too far here. It's almost like when people stop just having a deep hatred for a group, like let's just say Israelis or you know, Jews, and they actually interact with them and their lives get better. It's almost like that's a good thing, you know? Like there wouldn't be anybody out there that's against like normalizing ties like that. There wouldn't be any groups of people out there openly saying normalizing ties is bad, right? Am I wrong here, Rivka? Am I off base?
Well, I know Anna has something to say about that too, but yes, there are actually, Elliot, to pick up on your sarcasm. Kel Suprise. There's a lot of activists who are against relations, business, which is a great way for people to meet, and then they start talking about their family and they start talking about their business, and the next thing you know, they see each other as human beings. They're anything, people call it normalization. No, you should not, according to a lot of people, engage in any relations. I think even Linda Sarsour mentioned this. You can't have Zionist friends. You can't let Zionists in certain organizations because that would be normalization. But unfortunately, that's the case. But I want to say something very quickly and then let Anna talk. This video that this guy makes, part of the reason you can't hear it is he's out on the street and he makes this particular guy, it's called the Ask Project. And it's an American Jewish guy, and he goes all over Israel and all over the Arab world, and he asks people questions. So if you want to see more of people's on the street response to certain questions, this guy has been doing this for years. So it's out there.
Okay, that's great.
Sometimes the answers aren't as positive, though.
Yes. So we're not denying that we have horrible answers as well, but we see those everywhere. So we're not trying to just show you only one side, because the thing is that the other side is constantly being shown, and we don't deny that they exist. We just want to show you the side that doesn't get as much attention. But go on, Anna.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that in my university and everywhere, in every workplace, you will see several Arabs, and like it's normal. It's normal that Arabs are in Jewish, Israeli universities, and that we work together, and like the rules, the rules of the state are completely equal towards both Jews and Arabs. The only thing is that Arabs actually don't have to serve in the army, so they have even more rights than the Jews in this regard.
Yes, there are more freedoms. Yeah, guys, like I used to say that
unless they want to.
Yeah, but they have more freedom. So I used to say under the law in Israel, Arabs and Jews are equal, but that's wrong. Actually, the Arabs enjoy, on average, more freedoms, because most Jews, except the ultra-Orthodox ones, most Jews have to serve in the military. But the Arab citizens of Israel, they can decide to serve in the military, but they don't have to. So they actually are not equal. Arabs and Jews are not equal. Arabs enjoy more freedoms. Yeah. So there's that. Let's go to
real quick.
Go on.
I've got. I'm not sure because it's not in full sentences, but we've got this person here in the live chat, and I'm not positive what they're saying, but I'm gonna ask. So, Pranay, are you saying that the videos posted by Hamas supporters of the terrible things that they did on October 7th have been fact-checked and proven false? I genuinely want to know if that's what you're trying to say, because it's very wrong, and I'd like to correct you. I think all of us here can very easily put you on the right path, but I'm not positive. So please tell us your thoughts. That's it.
Right. And also, by the way, I just want to make sure that people see this comment. Unicorn is asking everybody to make sure they like the stream. Guys, yes, please like the stream, because these are the voices that need to be heard. And the way it works is that if you like the stream, YouTube will see that as a sign that it needs to recommend this live stream to more people. So by you liking the stream, you're getting these voices of these people who a lot of people are not hearing. By just simply liking the stream, you're making YouTube's algorithm recommend this to a higher number of people. So please go ahead, take a second and like the stream. Thank you so much. So there's that. Let's go to this video. Here's the thing. These videos that we've seen so far, they did not surprise me. Okay. I knew these voices exist. I see it all the time. This one that Rivka sent me, I was like, okay, I did not know this is a thing. So let's see this. So let me read the caption from the beginning. So in the United Arab Emirates, they're giving 0 Fs and lighting a huge menorah. This is a strong, positive leadership and how peace can look. Yeah, so this is after October 7th attacks. During the Jewish holidays, they decided to, in the UAE, with all this anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish hatred existing, a wave of anti-Jewish hatred just sweeping over the world, the UAE, they was like, oh yeah, like let's just have a giant menorah here and just light it. I didn't know they do that in the UAE. Were you guys shocked to see this? I did not know this happens in the UAE.
I'm pretty surprised by it.
They're opening a synagogue there, so
I'm surprised because there is no Jewish community there, so they are doing this only to support Israel. There is no Jewish community in the United Arab Emirates.
Oh wow!
So they don't. They're lighting a menorah without even having a Jewish community there. Yeah, like look, they have an Arab lighting it. They don't even have a Jewish person to do this for them.
Holy crap! And imagine the fact that there are people out there that will look at this and just be like, ew, ugh, how could they do that? You know, like this is awesome. I love this. I love when cultures and groups of people mix like this. And somebody stands up and is like, "Hey man, like this isn't my thing. But just want to give a quick shout out to all my friends out there that are, celebrating Hanukkah or celebrating this or what, like that's beautiful. That's what makes us as people awesome. And yet somehow there are still people out there that are like, I don't like this, guys. It feels icky. Like,
Yeah.
weird.
But let me play the video. So there's not a large Jewish community in the UAE, but there are some Jews there, probably
Two
just
people.
a few. Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
I guess the only Jews that are there currently are there for tourism or business. So this is pretty much it. There is not a community.
A community, yes. Okay,
there.
okay. But
Yeah.
So let's watch this video. Look, this guy gives no F's. Like he's like, record me. I thought this person doing something like this would have to be like, yeah, I need to worry about my life now.
Listen to them cheer.
Look at, yeah, people are cheering it too. It's so shocked. I mean, I'm still shocked in the face of all this anti-Israel, anti-Jewish wave taking over the Islamic world. He's like, yeah, let's go just like film ourselves just having a giant menorah and just lighting it. Like, I don't even understand how this is amazing. I mean, were you guys shocked? Because I'm not going to pretend like I knew this is a possibility.
I want to say that I wasn't shocked simply because I've seen many videos from the UAE with different people, some of them government officials, some of them influencers or people on, social media singing Hebrew songs,
Oh, did Rivka get disconnected for you guys as well? She got disconnected.
Yeah, she froze for me too.
Okay.
Because
she's back.
Am I
She's
back?
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen, like I said, videos of them singing in Hebrew, singing Hebrew prayers, comparing Hebrew and Muslim prayers. So yeah, they're into it. They're into being friends and having relationships.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Anna, were you surprised to see this video?
Oh yeah, especially like there was a wave of vandalism of menorahs in the US and everywhere else, and with all this anti-Semitism, and in the United Arab Emirates, which should be a very Muslim religious place, they light a menorah. This is quite shocking.
Yeah, I mean, actually, there was a video of a Polish. Hold on, let me see. Poland menorah. I just want to show you guys this because there was this guy. Hold on, let me show you this. So,
Cabinet minister, by the way, not just some guy. He's in the
right.
parliament.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool. Wow.
No, not this guy. No, this guy. So in Poland, this is a member of the parliament decided to do this to a menorah that they had in there. Again, this is a very high. I muted it because there's some music. Oh no, the music. Hold on, let me. Yeah. So look, the Polish member of parliament thrown out of. He decided to go get a fire extinguisher.
Wow.
And just look.
And apparently doesn't know how to use a fire extinguisher.
Turn off the menorah. So this is what happens in Poland right now.
Jesus.
There's a move against Israel.
Hey, I gotta say, I can't be upset with them. Here in the United States, we just recently had an individual who ripped down another, freedom of religion display. We had somebody rip down a Baphomet statue that was
Yeah.
in the so good on them. That's how you really do politics, folks. Go and
Right.
destroy other people's religious symbols. That's the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so surprising. This is what we get in Poland, but this is what we get in the UAE. I don't know. So
I mean, Poland's been getting a little fascisty, for a bit now. So
well,
hopefully,
actually, the recent election was made it better. So
yes, it did. That's the hope. That's the hope. So
yes. Go on, Anna. Anna had something to say.
So I just
Oh yeah,
want to make
Poland doesn't have
clear-
a history of anti-Semitism.
Oh yeah, no.
I want to make it clear that the menorah, or like Hanukkah here in this case, is a religious symbol. It's not a political statement. Okay, it's like taking the Christmas tree, right? It's our Christmas tree, the Jewish Christmas tree, if you want. Okay, so yeah, it's just a religious symbol, and we light it during Hanukkah, which is a religious Jewish celebration. So it doesn't state anything about Israel or Zionism or the Palestinians. It's netto Jewish symbol.
yes, I'm really glad you said that, Anna, because that definitely is one thing that has been frustrating me so much about many individuals' coverage on this whole issue, is because they are equating Jewish with Israel, right? They are equating religious Jewish with Israeli citizen. There's all of these different groups that they are just lumping in together, and that folks, just in case you're not sure, that's anti-Semitism. That's what you're doing when you just say all of the people are like this, and you just walk away. It's like, hey, no, man, that's not true, because not everybody who claims the label Jewish believes that, or does this, or celebrates that, or acts this way. So just stop doing that. Like, there are differences amongst all of these, and it's really important that we know those and we care about them. So I just think that was a really good point, Anna.
Right. So I just want to answer. We got a super chat, and I want to also answer a question from.
To your point, Elliot,
go.
that's what they do, though.
It's a tactic. Yep.
Right. So
I'm sorry.
Let me get to
I was saying to my. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. We get a super chat from the Muslim apologist saying, "Is it the will of Allah to like the stream?" No, actually, no, it's not. That's why you should like the stream. It's the will of Iblis. It's the will of the devil to like the stream, and that's why you should do it. But thank you for the super chat. And also this one. Okay, so Abbas was mentioning, so maybe he is a strict secular. No, actually, you know what? If that was his reason, and he was consistent with other religious symbols, I would not be against that man doing that.
Yeah.
But that's not his reason. He is genuinely, he did that as an anti-Israel stance. But if there was somebody, if somebody was against the menorah in a government building because he or she is against all religious symbols in a government building, I would be supporting that anti-menorah position. If he would be taking the same position for a cross, for, I don't know, hijab in a government building, yes. But this is a purely anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish, anti-Israeli stance. That's why I don't support it. Go on, Anna.
Well, I wouldn't support it, even if it was against all religions, because it's not his menorah. It's a menorah in a public building. The Jewish community there probably got a certain it was allowed to put their menorah there. This is not his menorah. This is not his menorah.
That point.
It's destroying public
You said
property.
That. Yes, but it's there. That's the point. I would support it because they're allowed to put it there, and as a secular point, you're protesting the fact that they should not be allowed. Again, that would be an act of protest that I would support if it was a secular protest. And if it was destroying it, no, I would not support it. But
Yeah,
it didn't destroy.
That's where
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you guys were just a little different. As I think you were saying more, Armin, in the sense of the
Yeah.
stance, the position, and
Yes.
Anna was saying more in the sense of like actually destroying the display.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
No.
yeah, that no, it's not your display. That shouldn't be.
Yes.
But if you have the position of saying I don't want any religious symbols, that's
Yes.
a consistent secular.
Yeah, let me fix it then. I would support a position of being anti-menorah, like saying, like trying to say, like, no, I am coming up and officially saying I'm against allowing a menorah in a government building in the same way I'm against like a cross in a government building, and saying that's my position. I would like, okay, that's not anti-Semitic, that's not anti-Israel, and I would support that position. Okay, so the position, maybe not the act, not the way that he did that.
We had a
yes,
very similar situation ish in the United States because people put holiday displays up in government buildings. Any religion is supposed to be allowed, and so often there's fights over this. And so recently the Satanic Temple put up a satanic display, and a guy, a Michigan congressman, traveled all the way to another state simply to destroy the satanic holiday display, and he was arrested for vandalism. So it's not that I personally think that, you shouldn't have any religious displays in government buildings, but yes, the point is when you destroy something and you trash it, then it crosses the line into something illegal.
Okay, but would you support Anna if somebody was not anti-Semitic but it was against the menorah in a government building without vandalism, was just officially that's the secular position? Would you support that? Anna?
Well, I want to say that the timing right now with this war, that anti-Semitism is growing. I don't support also the timing that he did this. Like, if he right now suddenly becomes anti-religious symbols.
No. Before this, like in general. No, let's say somebody.
Before, I don't mind. Okay, I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was before. Okay. But right now the timing is like like this. It's very
I
hard
understand.
Without the.
No, I understand. If somebody did not have a record of having being against religious symbols in a government building, and all of a sudden now they were like, "Yeah, I am against menorah in government buildings." They were like, "Okay, no, let's just have some selective outrage."
Yeah,
yes,
I'm super secular all of a sudden when it happens to be Jewish symbols mostly. Yeah. I agree. That's a bit shady. Yeah,
that's shady. Okay, so we got 2 more super chats, guys. By the way, thank you for the super chats. The super chats help us keep this channel alive, and also we will read your super chats, so use them. So Deep Learner gave us a €2 euro super chat saying, what are your thoughts about, I don't know who this person is, Miko Pellet. I don't know who that person is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know. Apparently nobody knows.
Currently no thoughts.
I just Googled him. And on Wikipedia, it says that he's an Israeli American activist, author, and karate instructor. And then on his page, it says that he's a
well, let's not get into it too much. Okay, let's not get into it too much. We will look into it. Rivka, can you hear us?
One state solution.
Hello, Rivka?
One state solution.
Can you hear us? Okay, Rivka doesn't have
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, you can't hear me?
No, there's a delay. So Rivka, you have a delay, but we're not going to get into this. It's okay, Rivka. It's okay. No need to explain. But we need to move to the next super chat. But I'm going to look into this guy, and if it's interesting, maybe we'll cover him in a stream. Pink Panther is saying, between all this chaos India placed a multi-billion defense drone order with Israel. I wonder if this was a silent slap to all the seculars. I don't know why that would be a silent
Yeah, I
slap.
was confused
India and
about this
Israel.
too.
Israel and India have really good relationships, so this is
Yeah.
quite normal for them to have. I mean,
Mhm.
especially India is trying to also diversify from getting its military equipment from Russia,
I
given
was gonna say,
what's happening. Yeah,
it
so
makes
it's
sense
pretty
to me that
natural.
they're buying stuff from Israel.
Yes,
So
given that they're allies with Israel and given that
yeah.
they're trying to diversify away from Russia, this seems like a natural thing for them to do. But I don't
And
know. Yeah.
and given that I'm pretty sure there's an election coming up soon, and my hopes are that the BJP won't be as strong. So that just
Oh yeah, we'll
I'm being
see.
optimistic this morning. I'm trying.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to this next one. Okay, so this is another video. Okay, so this this is this has surprised me as well.
Yeah, this one
This
starts
was
off strong.
yeah. So this is a guy from Gaza who tried to convert to Judaism. And let's see what happens. So he's saying in Gaza, people knew that I wanted to be a Jew. God damn. Okay.
ידעו שאני רוצה להיות יהודי.
And there I went through a very difficult
ושם
torture.
עברתי התעללות מאוד קשה, רגליים בתקרה.
Feet on the ceiling and head down under cold water, hot water. Oh, actually, literal torture. I thought he was saying like.
Yeah.
I thought he was referring to like just having a hard
I
time.
know.
No, he would literally mean torture.
No.
למטה מתחת הממכרים, המחמים, מכות חשמל.
Electric shocks. Oh wow. Okay, cuts on my hand.
חתכים בידיים.
Jesus. YouTube, we do not endorse these. We are against torture and violence. Okay, we're just displaying someone's experience. Okay.
וואו. זה שאני רוצה להיות
All because I wanted to be Jewish.
יהודי. אז תחשוב מה...
So think what is being done to the Jews.
מה עושים ליהודים.
By the way, I would say this is apartheid, maybe like the fact that there are no Jews in Gaza and Jews are not allowed in Gaza. I would say, like, yeah, if you're looking for apartheid in anywhere in that area, this is probably an example of it.
ראינו ב7 לאוקטובר.
Okay, and we saw on October 7th what they did to the Jews.
מה עשו ליהודים. רצח אכזרי. אגב.
Did this surprise you? No, not
זה
at
הפתיע
all.
אותך?
So he's saying I wasn't surprised by what they did on October 7th.
לא, ממש לא.
Because all these years they teach how to murder.
כל השנים הם מלמדים איך לרצוח.
Okay, this guy has balls of steel. Imagine living in Gaza and being like, yeah, I want to become a Jew. Like, okay, that is pretty intense. What do you guys think about this? Anna, you have your hand up.
Well, as far as I know, he now lives in Israel, so he's able to speak now openly because he's living in Israel. And actually, I didn't see this particular video before, but I saw him in another video. And what he described, that the torture he went through, I heard pretty much the same torture is going on in Iran as well. Like from some friends, I heard that they went through very similar experiences. And that's, I mean, that shows how much the regime inside Gaza is pretty much, well, Iran funded, but also is somewhat similar to Iran.
Yeah. However, I must say Iran has token Jews as a way to act like they're not anti-Jewish. Especially the Iranian government loves anti-Zionist Jews, and they do keep them in their pocket whenever they need them. So, and they have, a Jewish community in Iran as tokens to use whenever they want to demonstrate that they're not, so there's that. So I just wanted to also mention that. Yeah, somebody in the live chat is very angry with what we have to say. Let's go to this other video. This one is not an Arab, but he's an Israeli that has a message for Arabs, which was very wholesome, and I wanted to share with you guys because Rivka sent this to me, and I was like, yeah, we need to include this. Rivka, do you have any context for this? Or do you want to know who this
he
guy is?
I know he's an activist, and he mentions, Muslims and Arabs that he has had contact with that he feels are important to highlight because of their speaking out in support of Israel or they're rejecting anti-Semitic narratives. But if you pay attention, he mentions a number of people that we've actually talked about and some that we have are hopefully planning to talk about that I've mentioned that we need to include in our discussion. So you'll see some of the names, and he apparently is going to try and start some sort of, I don't know, like group or page for Jews and Arabs. He's some sort of influencer guy, so I think that's kind of his next. He hints at that, but mostly he just wants to show his support and his gratitude and his love for our cousins.
Right. Oh, by the way, guys, before I show this, I just checked that yes, we have been demonetized. It's confirmed now. So I'm going to request it
this
for
one?
review. Yes.
What did we
You can see it in
do?
the I don't know what we did, but
I haven't
again,
said
thank
the
you.
F
We're
For
not
word
even
once.
done with it. How do they know we might
Yeah,
demonetize
it's-
more?
Maybe
I checked during
because
this.
it's torture twice or so. Maybe because of
Oh
that.
my god, that's crazy.
So, guys, thank you to the people who sent us super chats, because we need your super chats to make up for the fact that we've been demonetized. And even if the appeal works, it's too late for it, because usually the stream has already a day or two has been passed, and the stream has already gotten all the views, most of the views they could get. So this is why we ask you for the super chats to make up for the fact that we get demonetized
right.
even before the stream is over.
Since we're demonetized, send in your super chats with just strings of cuss words for me to read on stream. Do it. Just send them all the dirty words that we're not allowed to say. We'll read them because you're sending us. Hey, look, we've already got shekels. Like,
oh yeah, we got shekels
heck
from
yeah.
Israel.
We're
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
right, guys. Zionist shills
Thank
right
you.
here.
So no, I'm saying they didn't demonetize you yesterday for your birthday. Yes, yeah, because it was my birthday, they did not demonetize. So maybe that's the reason.
Nice.
But thank you for the shekels. All right, so let's go back to this video.
Shout out to some of the real heroes of this war. I'm talking about the Arab community, Palestinians, Muslims in Israel and around the world who are standing with Israel. We know that you get it. You know what's at stake. These fools in the street don't get it. Some of you I've had the pleasure of meeting, and others I've had yet to meet and I hope to. This includes, but it's by no means limited to, Yosef Haddad, Khalid Abu Tomeh, Lucy Aharish, Mansour Ashkar, Bassem Aid, Mohammed Zouabi, and Musab Hassan Youssef, the son of one of the founders of Hamas. If people don't listen to you, they ain't going to listen to nobody. And the millions of other voices we may not see online, but we know you're there. We salute you. We know it's not easy. We know you take a lot of hate. We salute you for your courage. I'm proud to call you brothers and sisters. I can't wait to continue building the nation of Israel with you, and hopefully a peaceful and prosperous nation of Palestine as well.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was so beautiful.
That's great.
That was so wholesome.
The names he mentioned there, I don't know every single one, but as far as I know, these are Arabs who speak against Hamas and support Israel, and especially like Israeli Arabs who live there, who live here and know the real situation here. And really, I often get a lot more anti-Semitism, anti-Zionism, anti-Israeli vibes from Arabs who live thousands of kilometers from Israel, like in North Africa, than actually here even in the West Bank. I don't feel so much hatred sometimes.
Yeah,
I think that's a really good point to make, that often some of the most vitriolic messages or hate that I get as well comes not from necessarily Israeli Arabs or people who even live in Gaza or West Bank. It seems to be a lot of it from the West too. A lot of people who don't even know they're they'll tell you there are no Israeli Arabs, that there's no freedom for Arabs in Israel, that, somebody just made a comment recently about how they'll shoot you on sight and all these things. And it's just not true. And I think it's important too. You brought up the founding documents of Israel, and in the founding documents of Israel, it does guarantee freedom of religion for everyone. It mentions Muslims, Christians, Jews, it mentions different ethnic groups and how they're included in the state. Arabic is one of the official languages of Israel. So to compare that with founding documents of, say, the Hamas, which is all about the elimination of one group of people, and that's their raison d'etre, whereas Israel's founding documents say they're inclusive of all people and they welcome peace. And they also say in the founding documents, it says they welcome peace with their neighbors. They want to live in peace and security with their neighbors. That is in their founding documents. So that's really important for people to understand, because I don't think they realize the level of the intent, especially behind the nation of Israel, to include the people that live there: Arabs, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Druze, Bedouins, Baha'is, atheists, whomever.
And it's that stark difference, that is so again frustrating. This whole conversation is so frustrating a lot of the times for me, because that massive starting point difference between groups like Hamas and the IDF, right? It's tough when people are making it seem as if these two groups are on the same footing, on the same level. And then somebody stands up and says, my gosh, I don't believe that Israeli citizens should just roll over and be slaughtered by this genocidal organization. And somebody responds to that and says, well, you just don't think Israel has ever done anything wrong. And it's so deeply annoying to me, because there's literal video footage of all four of us criticizing actions by the Israeli government, criticizing wrong actions taken by the IDF. We know they're not perfect. We know they have politicians that say disgusting things. We don't disagree with any of that. But the fact that somebody could take one instance like that and use it to say that there is an equivalency between, Palestinian Islamic Jihad or Hamas and the IDF or the Israeli government, it's absolutely batshit. And I can say batshit now because we've already been demonetized. But
Right.
but seriously, it's frustrating.
All right, Anna, we need to get to the super chats because we got a ton of them. Thank you so much, guys. But Anna, go ahead, but try to keep it short because we're hitting to the 1 hour mark. But go on.
Well, Arabs here have completely equal rights to Jews, and actually, Arabs here live much better than Arabs in other Muslim countries around the globe, in other Arab countries. There is no Arab country where the men and women are completely having the same rights, where people live as in such prosperity, and unless like it's the United Arab Emirates and they have tons of oil. So there is a lot of political freedom. Okay, Arabs here have a ton of political freedom. They have their own party, and an Arab theoretically can become a president in Israel. Tell me one Muslim country where a Jew can become a president. It's non-existent.
Yeah.
So in Arab countries, these people actually usually don't have political freedom as much as here in Israel.
Right. So let me get to the super. Oh, Zrivka, you want to say something? Quick.
No, go ahead. I was just going to echo some of the same things that everybody was saying.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to make a point about what Elliot was saying about the moral confusion that a lot of people seem to have to equate the state of Israel with or Jews or, with the Hamas or other terrorist organizations. I think that's part of what I was speaking to about the narrative inversion that you see the seemingly to be used, that somehow Jews are now the new, Axis powers, meaning, the people in power. I guess we're demonetized, so it doesn't matter. The Nazis, or that Gaza is a concentration camp, or that the video footage shows the actions didn't happen to Jews or Israelis, it happened to Palestinians. This is all part of that narrative inversion and this way of making, people who don't really know a lot about the conflict even more morally confused about it, and how much that is definitely a difficult situation. And I just want to say that Israel is just a country like any other country, and people need to finally start realizing that it has good people, it has bad people, it does good things, it does things that aren't so good. They're just like any other country. And I think people in the world really need to get over this obsession that somehow Israel is special in terms of specially bad or specially anything else. They're people. They live in a
Well, it
country
is
that's
special.
not going
It is
anywhere.
special. Okay, I disagree a little bit because there are certain things about Israel that are especially uniquely good. Okay, so
I will say that too, but I mean just to have
She
this. Yeah, I mean, ask the
means as a
question. Where's
whole.
Yeah,
where's the
right, right,
where's the safest place in the Middle East to be gay,
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
an atheist, to be,
right.
all of
Okay,
those things
okay.
are especially good. But what I mean is the sort of mythical narrative of things, and
Right, right.
people really want to make Israel, the object of the worst. I mean, if
All
honestly,
right,
if you want to find someone who's obsessed
got it.
with you, you need to find someone who's obsessed with you as the UN is obsessed with hating on Israel, because
All
they
right, all right.
really
I got,
are.
Copy for them.
okay, guys, really need to get the super chat. I could talk about this for hours. Unicorn is saying, I can't believe they demonetized the stream. Well, believe it. This
I don't
is
think
what they're
that's the
saying.
C word Unicorn was thinking of.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Unicorn, for the super chat. Guys, you gave us so many super chats, and it's like really makes us just be able to say what we want. And the fact that we're demonetized, you're just making up for it, more than making up for it. So thank you, everybody. Pink Panther is saying Iran is a house of cards waiting to fall. The locals are so vehemently anti-Islam and gradually becoming pro-Israel. Time is ticking for the mullahs. Yeah, I mean, if by Iran you mean the Islamic Republic, yes, it seems like that. For it does seem like that. Yes. So thank you for the super chat. But the reason why I say the Islamic Republic is because the Islamic Republic is a house of cards, and Iran will rise once the Islamic Republic falls, right? So there's that. But yeah, but I understand what you're saying, and thank you so much for the super chat. EF just gave us 15 shekels with a thank you emoji. Thank you so much, EF, for supporting us from Israel. I appreciate
just so
that.
everybody knows, whatever monetary amount you send us, we always convert it to shekels here at Atheist Republic.
Yes,
we are
of course.
good Zionist chills here. So
yes. So you saved us some conversion money by sending us
yes, we
shekel
appreciate
directly.
that. Exchange rates and stuff we have to pay, so it's thank you.
Right. And because Nasrin just gave 10 membership for people in the live chat. Thank you so much, Nasrin. And I saw Kelly was thanking Nasrin. By the way, Kelly is a Catholic, and she was wondering if she can be, if she's okay that she's here. Of course, like I don't know even. Of course, you're welcome here, Kelly. So thank you so much for being here.
You might want to say a Hail Mary or two afterwards, but you're good.
Yes. Cleanse it. And also, I saw Elliot also thanking Nasrin for the memberships that she got us. And then we got a super chat from Queen saying, now we can effing do. Okay, so I know we got demonetized, and then we're saying I still try to be more careful a little bit because of the appeal process. But the rest of you, yeah, just in case, right? So now we can effing do what we want. Hail Lord Armin and Queen Anna, Lord and Lady Rivka, and Secular Rarity. Well, thank you so much, Queen Nick. Appreciate that. And also we got 10 euros from Kenny with no comment, just supporting us. Appreciate that. So now that we showed you all the love, let me also highlight a little bit of the. Oh no! Before I highlight some of the hate, this deep learner just gave us another €2 super chat saying, "What is the difference between a settler and a migrant?" So, Elliot, do you want to address that?
Yeah, I
Before
mean,
go to-
I would say in general, right? Like the concept of a settler, not necessarily just taking it out of this particular context and in the context, just as the broadest of context, it's somebody who is moving specifically with the thought of this land that I'm moving to is not my own and is, you know, empty, and I'm going to build up something here, right? Or I'm moving into a new space and I'm acquiring the land through business means, and I'm going to start building a homestead or a township of some kind. Whereas a migrant is an individual that is leaving one area and just moving to another. That's really it. Migrant is kind of the broadest perspective of it, I guess. Is that fair? Do you guys think that's right?
So
or am I wrong?
I
just
think the definitions in the word, right? Settler, to settle or stay, migrant in
Right.
migration, as in to move.
we need to. Okay, we need to move on. I just asked ChatGPT, and it says, "Yeah, you guys are right. While both settlers and migrants relocate, settlers often aim to establish a permanent home and a community in a new area, whereas migrants move primarily for economic, social, environmental reasons and may not intend to stay permanently." We got another super chat from Noah, 15 shekels. Thank you so much. We're getting more shekels than before, so thank you guys. Saying, "Just joined the live. Here's more shekels. Love you guys." Thank you. Wow, thank you guys. So much support. All right, so we got too much support, guys. We need to show some of the. I wanted to show just two of the hate. So Wheel of Woke is saying, "All I see are 4 people in video who hate Muslims and Islam and suck off to Israel, or 3 of them, the one, the Jahudi. Oh, yeah, Jahudi. Yahud means the Jewish person. In there loves her goys licking her feet." Okay, so yeah,
Look,
this is.
I just want to say, Wheel of Woke sellouts. Not only are you saying a lot of, what I think would be both just hateful, bigoted, anti-Semitic comments, you're also sex negative. And that's really frustrating. And I think you should grow up and be a little more sex positive. Maybe people enjoy licking other people's feet. Maybe people enjoy getting their feet licked, right? Maybe it's a specific kink for somebody that they're a Gentile. I'm just saying. I wanted to point out the hatred
not gonna
and
get
the sex
monetized.
negativity.
I'm sorry that I didn't understand, but who is the Jahudi here? Is it me or
You. No, because yeah. By the way, for people, Yahudi means like Yahudi, which means Jewish. So for people who don't know what that word means, right?
So is it me?
So yeah, I think it's you because because they were here in the last streams, and Rivka, I don't think they're familiar with Rivka. Yeah, but we have 2 Jewish women here,
right?
Will of Woke. Yeah.
All
right, so let's go to this one, and this is the last one before we go. Hussein is saying, "Yo, people have eyes, 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 eyes. People can see it. Genocidal scum." So I think he's referring to us to be genocidal.
Are you sure?
Scum.
I'm pretty sure he's talking about Hamas and the people that support Hamas, right?
No. I can see based on his previous. It's not talking about us. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right, we got another super chat. Thank you so much, Pig Panther. $20 from Canada.
Was that Bob Dylan in his?
I think so. I think his picture.
Yeah, that is Bob. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Rivka, you're coming out.
This guy Hussein, is that Bob Dylan in his picture?
Yes, but Rivka, you're coming in choppy and with the delay. Let me read Pink Panther super chat saying,
I apologize.
Don't need to apologize, just it's fine. Pink Panther is saying, try and see if you can Kasim Hafiz on your show. To have Kasim Hafiz on your show. He was on ILTV News yesterday, a Pakistani Muslim who now supports Israel. Not all are shekels. Canadians are pretty generous too. I know it's a cold place, but we are warm folks. Well, thank you, Pink Panther. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's actually. There's
Kasim's
two
a really
names that
big supporter of Israel, but he probably might not come on this show. He's a Christian now. He converted to Christianity, and he works for a Christian
We had
supporting
Christian.
Israel organization, which is fine if he's Christian. I just don't know how he feels about being on an atheist show.
We had Christians before on our show,
Mhm.
but
I'm
thank you
just
so much,
throwing
Pink
it out
Panther, for
there.
this. Right. Thank you so much, Pink Panther, for the super chat. And then another super chat. Wow, the super chats just keep coming. No one but the 6 shekel says, let's empower the trolls. Okay.
Overpower.
I was like, overpower. Okay, that's the opposite of what I just said. Let's overpower the trolls. Yes, thank you so much, Noam. And guys, if you you don't just have to support us financially. There are free ways to support this show, which is just liking the stream. That goes a long way. If you don't want to support us financially, that's okay. You could support us by liking the show. Once the stream is over, please leave a comment under the show. That the comments really help boost the channel. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and if you really want to go out of your way and help the channel without spending 1 cent, okay, you could just recommend this channel and share this video with your friends and especially with your enemies. So please go ahead and do that. That's the reason why our channel is growing. It's your likes, your comments, and your recommendations. So thank you to everybody who's been doing that. All right, guys, we've gone over time. I tried to do it under 1 hour, but we went over time. But it's okay. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. See you on the next stream. Subscribe. Bye. Mwah.
Bye.